to the Made in Africa podcast. I'm your host, Kemishi Samuel. And in the studio here with us, we have none other than Stephen Ndukwu, someone I think is one of the most influential travel content creators here on our continent, Africa. Welcome, Stephen. Thanks for doing this with us.
Thank you so much. I mean, when I saw the name of your podcast, Made in Africa, what's it called?
Yeah, Made in Africa.
Yeah, I was like, I love all things Africa. So, so I was like,
that's all we're about here, because we started the podcast really to share the stories of successful African founders.
yeah,
So the thing is, we had realized that most of the stories that were being told about successful African founders were being told by Westerners.
yeah, that's what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So, but our experience is very unique in such a way that they often can't relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought how best to share our stories than to have them tell it themselves, as opposed to through another lens.
yeah,
That was what gave birth to Made in Africa.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean, we need to stop letting the Westerners come to our story, you know?
definitely.
Every time you go to a touristic site in Africa, they're going to say, oh, it was one in 1944. It was one British guy that found this place, you know? Yeah, so we too, we can find... We
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
We can tell our own stories ourselves.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So YouTube, how, why, what was the inspiration to start making videos?
Okay, so first thing is, because the first thing you said was YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a YouTuber or whatever.
yes.
Like, YouTube is just is a platform. You know, just the same way like an artist
Yeah.
posts his video, publish his video on Spotify. You're not going to call him a Spotifyer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's an
Yeah, no,
artist.
that makes-
he's
that
an
makes so much
artist,
sense, yes.
right?
Yes.
So at the base, we are all creators. We are
Yeah.
content creators.
Yeah.
So the question was, how did he start, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm just someone who I always like to find out how things work from the behind, right? So a couple of years ago, I was like an IT manager in a company that sells they sell all this meat cuts.
Okay.
You know, they import from like South Africa and come here and distribute to like a hotel and stuff like that. So I was the one managing their WordPress website. So
Okay.
most times I come into the office in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I am done with the whole day's work, right? And as normal 95, you cannot leave now.
Yeah,
If
true,
not, they're not going to give you the paycheck.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, my spare time,
Yeah.
I would be watching YouTube videos, and I watch lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos.
Can you give us timeline? When was this?
It's very hard. I think this is 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Thereabout. 2018, 2019. Yeah, so I just kept watching like so many videos. I was just watching random things. You know, young man, I probably did not even have up to 100K in my account, and I'm
Yes.
watching a $1 million mansion in
Yeah.
California or something. I say, wait, what's
Yes.
my business in California? You didn't even have, you know,
Right.
I just go on YouTube, house for sale in America.
It's crazy because I do that too. I still do that.
You know,
yeah.
Then as I kept watching these videos, then I was just like, why are these guys like consistent every time? Like, do you want to tell me like all they do is just, you know,
Move around.
shooting videos? Like there should be a whole business model behind it. Just sometimes when I'm flying the plane, you know, I'll just go and Google like, oh, what do pilots do when the plane is on cruising altitude? You know, I'm a very
That level of curiosity.
yeah, I'm a very curious
Right,
person.
yeah.
Like I just need to know how things work, right? And I started asking myself, like, I started following these creators on Instagram. I realized that most of them are full-time creators. I'm like, what does it mean to be a full-time creator?
Yeah.
Which means
Is that a job?
yeah, which means content creation. So then it was not as mainstream as it is today. Like content creation was just done by a few people.
Right.
More few people understood like how it worked. Unlike today, where the information is quite accessible online. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I know how to build website. Then I was a graphic designer, so I knew how to do some graphic work. I was like, okay, so I'm going to create a YouTube channel and teach people how to how to build WordPress websites, how to do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and
So
all
you
this.
started with building websites initially.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was like, okay, now I'm going to learn how to do these things, right? Then I created my channel, and then started posting videos, how to build a WordPress website, explaining what a cPanel is, how to create your hosting email, run Facebook ads. Then a lot of people didn't even know Facebook ads, like, you know, how to do it. A lot of businesses were just opening up to social media as, you know, having a presence on social media. So that was how it started for me. And then Then I just kept like changing. It got to a point where, let me tell you a very interesting story. After I started making those videos for a while, I wasn't like really getting traction. And that's what I'm going to say. If you're a creator out there, you need to know when is the right time to stop. All right. You need to know when is the right time to stop. You need to know when is the right time to evolve. Right? You cannot be doing the same thing and you're expecting a different result. All right? You have to evolve as a creator. So that's why if you look, one of the biggest creator in the world, Mr. Beast, if you go and watch his videos like 5 years ago and watch it today, same kind of content, but it has evolved in quality, in storytelling. He's now doing like big things, right? So you can't like, so I was making these videos and you know, a lot of people were not watching it because it's quite niche. Like, you know, website. I mean, how many people are interested in learning how to build websites, right? So, and then I just picked interest in video creation. Like, I was like, okay, so since I was using my phone to record myself, do these things, I can just...
So you started with your phone?
Yeah, I have a photo actually.
Oh, wow.
I can show people how to shoot videos too, right?
Yeah.
And then that was when I started showing people. I didn't even know how to make like proper videos.
Yeah, and I assume editing must have been a challenge as well, Abby.
Yeah, I was learning on the job. Everything I was learning, right? Like, yo, listen, like I've grind. Like I used to work Sunday to Sunday.
Wow.
Right? I used to work. So I used to stay in an apartment with some friends, like 4 friends in like one. So I didn't want to go home. So lucky for me, our office then had everything. We had a chef, there was AC, there was internet, very important for me, and lights, because we did not really have lights at home. So my boss thought that I was working hard. He didn't know that he didn't know that I don't want to go home. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay in the office Sunday to Sunday.
Wow.
I work Sunday to Sunday, and the guy was seeing me like, this boy is working too hard. I didn't know that I was building my own stuff.
Doing your stuff,
Yeah. And then that's how they increased my salary. But anyway, back to the story.
Yeah. Nice.
So so I started teaching people how to do videos, and then it got to a point, and the story I wanted to tell you. So I was like, okay, so I had made up my salary, I saved up. I was like, you know what, I'm ready to go buy my first camera. I went to Computer Village, right? I didn't know anything about cameras. I just went to Computer Village, just walked into a random store and just told the guy, I need a camera. I said, what do I want to do with the camera? I said, something that can do video and photo. He just brought out something and gave to me.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't know. I hear that guy, that guy, God probably just sent him to me because that guy would have sold me crap and I would have bought it.
Fufu.
Yeah. I would have bought it without even blinking because I didn't know any. I just told him, does it come on? Does it on?
Oh, that's all
he turned it on and showed me. I was like, okay, 250,000. I actually had to even borrow some, I think like 60K from my friend to add to the money.
Wow.
And that camera actually started my journey. It's when I went home with the camera, I went on YouTube. I'm never going to forget. Think Media really helped me.
I love Think
He
Media.
really helped me like learn videos, right? So I then started watching like tons and tons and tons of videos. That's when I now knew the camera I was with. And lucky enough, the camera was one of the best ones at that time. It was, for those who know Sony, Canon, it was a Canon 70D. A very nice camera. It did the job then, right? I even got a few gigs afterwards, like shooting videos for people. So, so that's when I flipped to, I then started teaching people how to make videos. I was actually learning while I was teaching them, right? Wow. And then the travel, I did that for a while, and then the travel one happened when I went to La Campana with some friends. You know, I was shooting my GoPro. I was like, you know, I'm just going to make something casually.
Exactly. We're going to come to that.
Yeah.
But before then, I want to ask how your mindset changed in terms of your creativity and then shooting content from when you were using your phone to when you switch to.
So what I always tell people, you need
camera.
to consume information, right? You need to consume. So we live in a world where there is information out there, and there's this popular thing that people say about a black man. If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the book. So now it might not even be a book. It's a video or something, but you have to intentionally go to find it, and then in finding it, I don't know. when you surround yourself with so much information, there's a good and bad side. The bad side is you're going to have information overload.
True.
But the good side is you would have so much ideas and you're going to see a very different perspective to a lot of things. Right? So for me, I was just consuming a lot of information and those things were telling on me. You know, it's just like if you're consistent in the gym, before you know, your body will start transforming. You won't even know that your body is transforming. It's going to start transforming. Just your abs will come out, your chest would come out, you know. So there's no really like it's just the things I was watching that was telling on me, like, and then the switches came when I just get bored. I'd be like, you know what, people are not really responding to this. Let me try something else. Let me try something else. Let me try, and that's how like I always just keep switching.
Fantastic. So you were about to tell us how you found your niche.
Yeah, travel. So I went to my friends. Now we just did group chat. A group. Let's go to La Campane. Everybody contributed money. I was like, you know what, let me just do some.
La Campane is in where?
La Campane is in Ibeju, Lekki side.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it was popping.
Okay.
So we did like a day trip there. I used my GoPro. I recorded.
Nice.
And when I posted it, the feedback was good. People were like, "Oh, we didn't even know." And this was like what 2019, right?
Like a vlog style.
Yeah, vlog style. I don't even know if I still have that video on my channel. But yeah, people were like, "It's really good. We didn't know place like." I was like, "Really? This place is popular, right?" I was like, "You know what? Okay, since the feedback was good, I decided to do another video, which was then my biggest video as at then. This was just during COVID, during lockdown. I drove. My friend had a car. I was like, please come and carry me. Let's go and do something. So we just drove around Lagos. He had a drone. I was like, let's use your drone. Then he just flew the drone, and then we were showing some of the nicest neighborhoods around. You know, show you Lekki, show you VI, and stuff like that. And that video in like I think a week, it had like 150,000 views. Wow. I was like, okay. So what can I do with this? Your
channel was like around how many subscribers?
Yeah, I probably had like 1,000 or so.
Wow.
So the good thing with YouTube is your subscribers is invalid.
Really?
What's the story? You can have like you can have 1,000 subscribers and have a million views video. Whether those million people choose to subscribe is left for how you persuade them to subscribe or not. Or maybe some people are just going to come for the information and go away, right? So subscribers don't really matter, but it's just that when you're working with brands, or people just perceive, this one has 1 million, you know, 1 million. So back to what I was saying, so that video went viral. I was like, okay, what could be the next thing? What could be the next thing? How can I build up on this? I was reading the analytics to say, okay, my viewers are Nigerians, and I noticed a lot of American audience were coming in. I was like, okay, so this could probably be Nigerians in America. So it means there's something that they are looking for, right? Their information. And then I did another video again that went viral again, the EndSARS. That time that there was protests, my video was one of the very popular one. So that was, so I just informed myself from then I would watch some local creators around. I'd be like, okay. Then I was like, okay, so content creation is actually a thing. Then like them Dima, you know, watching what Dima, then she was really active making videos, them CCME, you know, food. So that was how everything started. And we did around Lagos, then we expanded to Nigeria, from Nigeria, then to Africa. And now I'm like looking at stories in other part of the world.
Actually, one of your latest videos, but we're going to come back to that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask how difficult it was going from 1 to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, the most difficult you would get is your first 1,000. 1,000 subscribers is because you're new, people don't even know you, the algorithm don't know you, so you have to like really work hard, and consistency is going to do it for you at that stage. Consistency comes in handy in different stages as a creator. If you have like 1 million plus, you don't necessarily need to be consistent.
Really?
Work on the best story and give people the best.
So fix your quality then.
Yeah, because then you're no more an underdog now. Like, okay, it's just like Will Smith.
Right.
He's not going to drop movies every year for you. You know what I'm saying? True. Tom Cruise is not going to drop movies every year for you. They're going to take their time and make the best masterpiece possible. So why Mr. Beast is a little bit like very active and stuff is because he has thousands of staffs. He has people working around the clock just to make sure he can at least make 2 videos a month. right? So if you're like less than 1,000,
Yeah.
then consistency is your best friend, because consistency is going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to allow you to see the kind of content that works first for you and gives you the best results.
Okay.
And then you can choose from that, then use that to scale to 10,000.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So your next hurdle from from 0 to 1,000 is the hardest one.
Yeah.
Then 1,000 to 10,000 is a little bit softer, and then 100,000 is easier.
Okay. You mentioned something. Find a video that works for you first of all.
Yeah.
But usually, I see and they say create content that your audience wants to see. So how do you balance creating what you like, what you're interested in, what you're passionate
So you
about,
just
and
have
what they want to
you
see?
have to do a ratio. What you like. So it just depends on the kind of person you are. So what you like to enjoy, what kind of content you enjoy making, and what your audience wants. But sometimes your audience don't know what they want, and sometimes you don't even know what you like.
That's
Yeah.
a very crazy
Yeah.
place to be in.
Yeah, for real. So what I'll just say is leave all of those metrics and focus on making the best video for your niche.
Okay.
If you are a gamer, make the best gaming video. If you're a travel vlogger, make the best well-informed travel vlog, and just leave it for people to decide.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there's a ratio, because sometimes you just need to do something like you, because there are a lot of creators that they say they are burnt out, because you're trying to please your audience and stuff like that, so you need to find a ratio. Maybe some would say maybe you can do a 70-30, 70 what your audience want, but that 30% is something you really do enjoy. Some people probably would enjoy hiking.
Right.
Hiking. Nobody's gonna watch you hiking, right? But they enjoy hiking. So maybe you can do 30% hiking, or probably you love to swim or something. You want, probably you can do that. But yeah,
That makes sense. You had mentioned it's harder going from 0 to 1,000. Now, I was going to ask if there was a particular video that sort of maybe blew up and saw your exactly.
So it was the one I told you, the one I drove around with my friend, and also the NSAS video. So those were the videos that really put my channel.
Yes.
But I knew in the long run, like, this is not the kind of videos I want to be making. Yeah. So what people do is they allow the platforms to give them a trajectory.
Okay.
So probably at that 0 to 1,000, you luckily got one video that went viral, and then you're going to focus all your energy on that type of video and just keep going. So for me, I understand. I was just testing different things, but at the end of the day, those were not the kind of videos that I wanted to make. I just needed my name to be out there. I just need people to know my channel, but I'm still going to take you to, where I really, like, the kind of videos that I really want you to watch. So, I mean, you can actually debate it, to allow, well, I don't think I would want to allow a platform control me, actually.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So 2020, that video blew up. Were you still working a 9 to 5?
Yeah, not necessarily. So then I used to shoot, I don't know if you know Late Ubon King. He used to be like a thought leader or something like that. I was his personal video guy.
Okay.
And these were all the skills I learned while at the other job, right? And so
when was the turning point, or what was the tipping point for you?
I mean, so it goes back again to just research and curiosity.
Yeah.
I saw like he had like a very interesting story. He has built like a very big company, and he just retired from the company, and he wanted to put himself out there, but he was like 45 years old then. He didn't really like understand how social media worked, and I had spent most of my years researching about social media. So I just shot him a DM.
Really?
I just shot him a DM, say, I know how video works. I can make good videos. If he can give me a shot, I'll surprise him.
Oh, wow.
He gave me a shot. I shot the first one. Second one went viral. What? He was like, how much are they paying me? Right. So they were actually paying me, I think 100K, but I told him 150. He said, okay, will give me 150. I should leave whatever I do and come and work with him.
Wow.
So that working with him now allowed me, like, we started traveling. I think that was really where I even picked interest for, like, travel stories. We'll be traveling. We traveled so crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, like, there was even a day we did like 3 states in one day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like, you just wake up, until he passed away. during the COVID time. But yeah, so that was how I switched. So when I did the video,
Yeah.
I was still his personal, but everybody was on lockdown and nobody was working, so I was home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was 2020 like for you?
It was depressing. Yeah, because I was living alone. Everybody was indoors, and I don't know. I was just the lowest. Like I was just questioning my life a lot. Like I was, how old was I? I don't remember. Probably I was like 24, 25 or so. I was like what I'm doing, is it the right thing? Like, why is life like
You're
this?
not sure if it was sustainable.
Yeah, like, but if you compare my life then to a lot
Yeah.
of people, like I was living in a nice apartment. But even though I didn't have a car, but
Yeah.
I had some salaries here and there. But a lot of my friends were talking about relocation. And I was like, what, like, yeah. So the COVID plus the lockdown and everything was
Right.
quite depressing. So it was one of the lowest points in my life. But I'm happy I overcame that.
Right. It was for me, and it's a funny story because the lockdown was what connected me to Jam It and this podcast.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it was as the lockdown was easing up. I went online because during that period I was like thinking really deeply about how I'd been living up until that time, and I've always been a very reserved person.
Yeah.
I don't go out to meet random people. It was just very strict routines where I'm supposed to be, I'm there, and back home.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but then I was thinking there was more, like I needed to meet more people, especially considering what I wanted to do, and where I was seeing myself in the future. And then I was like, people had always told me, you have this OAP voice. Why not make use of it? I've always been hearing that. And I was like, okay, maybe it might be the right time for me to go out. And then I saw Jamit's post on LinkedIn. They were looking for creators, but they said specifically you must have been a radio personality
Interesting.
or a podcaster. And I had neither of those qualifications.
Yeah.
I applied regardless, and then I came. But long story short, I got the job. But it was being at home for that long period of time that made me understand, okay, this is something I want to be doing. So for 2020 was quite an interesting year for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think at the end of 2020, most people's career either went up or down.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very,
but
very
I spent a lot of my time I was watching videos. A lot of people say they are watching movies, they are watching, I was watching a lot of
basically
videos.
researching.
Yeah, like
Research.
that. I'm a very hungry boy.
What was the first, do you remember your first experience shooting outside of Nigeria?
That should be Ghana. That should be Ghana. Yeah.
Yeah, how did that go?
I think, I was still working with the Ubon King guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had an event and I was just supposed to do like a vlog style. I mean, we were trying to copy like Gary Vee. I don't know if you know Gary Vee.
I don't.
Oh, Gary Vee is one of the, he's a crazy guy. But we're trying to copy his style of like vlogging. You know how all these, but you know Tony Robbins?
I know Tony Robbins.
Yeah, so just like we're going for an event, but I wanted to make like a vlog, moving from Nigeria.
Kind of like a day in the life.
But then it's about, I think the video is still there. So yeah, it was quite interesting. But, and then after that, I went again by myself. Was it Ghana? I don't know if it was Ghana or Kenya, but but yeah, it was just I reached out to a few people. I need help, but I knew the story I wanted to tell. But it was challenging because then you're leaving your country, and Nigerians already have like this bad reputation in some countries. We've caused that for ourselves, Nigerians. You guys should stop that. So you have to like prove yourself at every point in time. But they were open. Some of my friends there were open. So that's one thing with the internet, is stop making stupid friends. Just make friends that would help you. Like, I don't know, like make friends with people that know where they are going to. Because I don't even know the kind of friends people keep these days. Like, for real. Just make friends with people that, that would help you at
have their head on straight.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I told them I was coming, they welcomed me. They were happy to show me around. And these were all people, like, some of them were creators as well.
Yeah.
Both in Ghana and Kenya. So those were, like, that was the first country, first set of countries before. Yeah, but it was difficult because then it's not my country. I have to figure out a lot of things. Here, I can just call my friend. Oh, Debola, please come and help me. I'm good. But there,
right.
If you want anybody to help you, you gotta pay, or you just work with their schedule. They say they are free on Saturday from 1 to 4. Then you need to plan yourself from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
But it was challenging. But as God created human beings, we expand based on the pressure.
Exactly.
You're always going to expand. Yeah.
Exactly. So what has been your favorite video so far?
My recent investigative series.
I've been enjoying those really. I mean, the one on Eco Atlantic.
Yeah.
Do you know when I saw the video,
Yeah.
I was quite busy, so I had started, and then I thought, no, I must watch this thing when I'm
Eating when you
relaxed
are
and calm.
eating.
Exactly when I'm calm, and then I just kept it, and then when I was properly comfortable, I watched it and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah. So I really do enjoy those videos
Yeah.
where I pick up a problem and then I do the documentary like, oh, I'm going to investigate. Like, I'm
Right.
going to ask why.
Yeah.
Why this? Why that? Why? So now people are sending me, oh, they have a
Do this one.
yeah,
So-
no, they say I should come to Kenya. Like,
Yeah.
there's this project they have. I should go and investigate why. This one say I should go to Mauritania.
like the Akon's city.
Yeah.
that as well.
You know, but so, yo, I feel like I have a lot of things to share, like
Right.
experience as a creator. That video, the Akon one,
Yeah.
is because I was going to Cabo Verde and I was going to pass through Senegal.
Okay.
I knew, so that's where research comes. Like, if you're somebody that you always know what is happening in the world, like, don't only follow people that are in your country. Like, follow people that are in other places because they are always going to be posting things about their country, and you would, even though you don't intentionally go on the news to read what is happening in South Africa today, they are going to post it
Randomly, they'll
and
pop
then
up, yeah.
casually your eyes will be seeing those things, and then you're like, okay, this is a problem that's happening in this country. Oh, sad for you guys. Oh, sorry guys, you know. But at least now you know.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. So I had some friends in Senegal. They were talking about the Senegal project. So I was like, yeah. Then I wasn't even a creator then. So I was like, I'm going to Senegal.
Yeah.
What kind of story can I tell? I now remember, oh, there was this project that I saw many years ago. Let me go and research to see the progress. And then when I went online to research, I found out like it was a hot topic. A lot of people right now, if you go to YouTube and type, if you type Akon, you see Stephen Akon.
Akon. Nice. That's perfect.
Yeah. So it's a hot topic. I was like, you know what? Now I want to do Senegal is not like, they're not big on tourism like that. Just a few people have interest. So I'm going to look for a controversial topic and mix it with travel. So if you watch that video, you're going to see, oh, I went to the Renaissance Towers, I went to the Pink Lake, I went to Goree Island. I was driving the story to lead you to Akon City, which was the biggest story. So I was trying to mix something controversial. And these are things that, by the way, I have an academy coming up soon. These are some of the things that I will share how you can structure a video. So that kind of content, I would consider it a hero. So there are 3 types of content categories. You have the help, hop, and hero. Right? So the hero contents are like very viral videos.
Alright.
You produce them once in a while. Hop content is for your already existing viewers.
Yes, okay.
Something they are familiar with. And then help content is, you know, like all these how-to videos.
Alright.
So I'll teach people there how to like do all these things. But that video was just me trying to mix virality and tourism, because I was like, if I go and post just
I visited Senegal.
a travel video, I don't think right now that video is sitting on like 3.2 or 3.3 million.
Wow.
And it's the biggest video in that topic.
Wow.
Is the only regret I have now is I didn't dub that video for French.
For French, right.
If not, I would have had like a lot of other people watch that video, because then it's English. So and YouTube don't send English channels to French speaking countries except you dub it. So that's the
is
video.
it possible
probably
to re-upload it in that version?
No. So with dubbing,
Yeah.
you don't need to re-upload. So when you're uploading a video, there's a section to add audio, another audio.
Oh.
So if you are in a French-speaking country, your IP, YouTube has already picked that you're French. So once you click on the video,
Serves you that
immediately the audio will change.
Oh, wow.
It's not going to be English anymore.
Oh, wow.
It's French.
Yeah.
So if you upload that, YouTube is going to serve that audience too. So that was the mistake I did, because we have like how many countries that speak French? Over like 10 or
10,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, that speak French. So imagine that video opening up to 10 other countries, because
Wow.
it was mostly like America, UK, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, that were the biggest. So if I probably dubbed it, then Senegal would have come. Senegal never came on board as a
Wow.
viewing this thing. So
The country that it was sent out on.
yeah, but I mean it's different because for every time
Yeah.
I go to a country, if it's an English speaking country, they'll come up because as a creator, there's a section you go to see your demography for that particular video.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like the one I did in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Even Switzerland is now numbered the third biggest viewing location in the
Really?
video. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's because a lot of people in Switzerland speak English, but
English.
English is not their native.
Yeah.
They have their own, and then a lot of people that speak German. So yeah, I don't know if I answered your question.
No, you did. And I was going to ask, because you were talking about an academy to teach and just basically share your knowledge. You also mentioned you were working on a book before we.
Yeah, I'm working on the book. I'm working on. I just want to share as much as I know, because I feel I want more people to become creators actually,
Right.
but the information out there is like quite limited.
Yeah.
Not a lot
And
of
they are often regurgitated.
not a lot of creators. This is something I always wanted to do. I was like, you know what, I'll wait. Let me just continue making videos. But I feel like I know a lot of things. I know a lot. I know. I mean, I don't know as big as much as Mr.
Please
Beast,
don't
but
try to downplay it.
I don't know as
Please
much.
share.
Like Mr. Beast. Mr.
Yeah.
Beast said, if he creates a channel today, he can get that channel to 1 million in less than a week, and he can do it.
He can do it, actually.
You know, he doesn't even need to put his face.
True.
He will do it behind the scenes because he understands
How it works.
the business of content creation, right? There's a whole business of content creation. There's a whole business model
Yeah.
behind somebody putting the camera on his face. You can get up to 3 income streams from just one video. Let me see if I can give you an example. So the video I did about Lagos most luxurious place. So
Okay, yeah.
the video was for obviously one, the Sujimoto guy sponsored the video, and then for people that want to buy real estate through the agent that I featured. So that's 2 ways to make money. Then plus AdSense 3.
Yeah.
And there's some creators that can do as much as 4 or 5
Wow.
streams of income.
On a video.
And then you can now imagine if you're now repurposing it on TikTok, on Facebook, on X.
I think I want us to talk properly on this particular aspect.
Yeah.
But before then, how do you go about creating a video? Do you actually write scripts?
Yes, you research, you write scripts. Yes, you need to write scripts.
Do you memorize them, or they just guide you?
Okay, so when you're editing a video,
Yeah.
they this is a very long topic and I don't know how I don't know how
Right.
to say it in like a sentence. But as part of being a storyteller,
Yeah.
there are obviously some things that you probably went to somewhere to shoot, but you didn't say it on camera.
True.
And then you went home, you have researched, and there are new information. So obviously it's going to be voiceover.
Yeah.
But now you have to find an even mix on how and when to use the voiceover. So the voiceover could be like a script. So it's just me, I have a studio like this. So I just go, open my phone and read. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to add it to the video.
That makes sense.
Right?
That makes sense.
But you need to do research before you go to the location so that you can say some things about the location in the location. And then maybe some other things you didn't add, or maybe you're trying to connect the story, then you can use voiceovers to connect the story. I think that's the easiest way I can explain.
And do scripts guide the kind of shots you take? Both B-roll.
Most of my scripts, I do them after I'm done with the shoot.
Oh wow.
I just know while I'm shooting, there are some shots you must take. Right? So when you take those shots, then you go back home and start working your magic. But sometimes, because you're an independent creator, some things don't go your way.
True.
I like aerial videography, but then I was in Morocco and Egypt, and drones are not allowed.
Wow.
So then I'm like,
Dubai too, I heard, right?
What?
Dubai as well.
Yeah, Dubai is a bit lenient, but Egypt and Morocco, like it's crazy, especially Egypt.
Yeah.
They can even seize your drone, they won't give it back to you again. Yeah. So I know I like to add aerial, but then I don't have any aerial, but then I still have to make do. Which other country? Okay, when I went to Qatar as well, I didn't have any drone shot, but the video has more than 500,000 views.
Wow.
So you just need to know how to. But I think at the base point is like a story structure.
Right.
There's how human beings love to consume information, and if you present that information to them that way, then like I stopped blaming YouTube for not giving my video views. YouTube would always give your video views if they have KPIs as well.
Yeah.
right? Just like business model, you have KPI.
Yeah.
So there are some things that if you do on YouTube, you have a high chance of, getting views.
Yeah.
Things like title and thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Title and thumbnail is key.
Right.
Because that's what people see.
Yeah.
And then retention.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is big on retention. Like if you're posting a 10-minute
Yeah.
video, at least people should watch reasonable minutes,
Okay.
like 5, 6.
Oh, wow.
Then so if you mix that metric, title, thumbnail, and average view duration, you mix all those things together, your video has a high chance of going viral.
Okay. Wow.
Then even God bless you, then you're not even tapping into a trendy topic. Video is going to go fire.
Monetization.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I heard a lot of creators say this, that when you're starting, don't think about making money.
Yeah.
Just focus on pushing out videos in a timely manner, and then your quality should be great, and then eventually that will come.
Yeah.
But what are the basic things that new creators should know to be able to monetize properly their craft?
You need to understand the business of content creation. There are a lot of creators that even before they even get into partner program, they're already making money through brand collaboration. So you just need to brand your channel, give your channel a niche.
Okay.
It's
compulsory that you focus on a niche.
Not necessarily. See, there's how you can do niching, sub-niching, like, and then you can once in a while. Okay, I'm going to use Fisayo Kusudo, for example.
Yeah.
He's a tech creator.
Yeah.
Primarily, they review gadgets, right?
Yeah.
But once in a while, you're going to hear him say something like Finance Friday.
True. I love Finance Fridays.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to hear him say about that. You're going to hear him talk about inflation in Nigeria and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he always tried to like maybe add tech some way, somehow. But maybe not. Or maybe it's just something he's interested in. You know? So, but if you hear Fisayo's name, the first thing that comes
is tech.
Is tech.
Yeah.
But when you go to, you're going to see other interesting things.
Yeah.
And they're all the companies that I feel he's working with, they are tech related, Techno, Samsung, all of them, right? Yeah. So you need to brand your channel. Just don't be, today you are doing video about light. Tomorrow you are doing video about streets in Nigeria. The next day, you're okay, like his, the thing he did with LG, what's that project called, where he went to people's houses to transform.
To renovate,
Right? So you see how it's different, but he still does tech because the television, he talks about the television, the gadgets and stuff like that. So I think if you sit down and look through whatever you're doing, there's a way you can sort of like branch out a little bit, but it still relates to what you're doing. So when you give your channel that branding, people know your channel for these kind of things, then it allows agencies or companies to reach out to you.
Okay.
But if you're out there like today, you are shooting or you are just looking for anything to go viral, you're just hustling. With content creation, you cannot just be hustling. In as much as there are people doing that on Facebook, on Facebook, they just go and steal my video and be posting.
Yeah.
You understand? So, give your channel a theme.
Yeah.
And then when you give your channel a theme, try and look for like an agency or something like that that you can, because there are a lot of agencies right now that work with creators. So what they do is they have a list of creators, and then when companies have marketing budgets they want to spend, they were like, okay, we need creators that are in this and that and that. So the agencies will be, okay, we have quite a number of creators, and then they'll bring the budget and share it. Yeah. So if you can sign up to such agency, even as a small account, and maybe you reach out to companies that you feel is a good fit for your brand. Yeah. Right? If you're making probably your fashion, you're doing fashion, maybe you can reach out to the local ones. Right. Tell them like, oh, you do dress reviews. Maybe they should just give you a shot, give you one dress. You know, be a hustler, and then hopefully your channel gets big, you get monetized, it opens up more doors, you get more numbers, then bigger brands want to work with you. But yeah.
So the I mean, this information is available online, but I know that from time to time there are changes that YouTube implements on the platform. But this standard one of 1,000 subscribers and whether 4,000 hours of listening time is this still?
Yeah. So they only changed it for short. So to get monetized, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours. Yeah. And then for shorts, 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours.
Wow.
It's easy now. You can do that easily with shorts.
10,000 watch hours.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
So shorts perform better than long form videos?
Ideally, it's supposed to, because it's short.
Yeah.
So the reason why platforms like TikTok,
Right.
Instagram Reels is going really far and it helps people grow a lot is because it's short form content.
Right.
Before someone would see a 20 I mean, I have videos on my channel that are 41 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
For you to open the platform and go and click on that
Yes.
video and sit down, it's not a movie, just content.
Right.
Right? If it's movie, at least we'll
You
understand.
must really love the creator.
Yeah, you must really love that information that guy is talking
Yeah.
about. And then for you to watch 20 minutes, do you know how distracted the human being is?
Be now, right?
We're so distracted. Like there are 1,000,001 things you can be doing.
Very true. Very
So short form is supposed to help because they have a feed, just swipe and the video autoplays like that. There are a lot of, so with all of these things, I feel you need a strategy.
Right.
You need a strategy to help you like make videos. I feel most people don't know how to make videos.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So when you don't know how to make videos, then you now blame the platform for not putting your name out there. No, you have to go and learn how to make videos. And how do you learn to make videos? By making stupid videos and then learn from them from your mistakes, right? And then you keep growing. There is no channel, there's no creator right now that you're gonna talk to and they'll tell you they were proud of the videos they were doing 5 years ago.
True.
You would never like it.
True. You cringe when you go back and look at them.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, but you've traveled at this point, I'll say around the world, really.
I've tried, yeah.
Yeah. No, you've been doing fantastically well in that regard. So, we've heard of Tayo Aino's challenge, right? He once spoke about it extensively in one of his videos. How challenging it is going through immigration in different countries. What has your own experience been like?
Well, I'll tell you the very first one, because Tayo, Maya, all of them, they were making videos way earlier before me. So when they were sharing these things, I didn't really like pay attention until the first time it happened to me. That was in Namibia. When I just got to the immigration and the woman was, first of all, she saw my Nigeria. I was the only Nigerian on the plane.
Okay.
She looked at my, she said, Nigeria, what are you here to do?
Wow.
I was like, I'm here on holiday. She said, what do I want to do here?
Wow.
I was like, I'm here to enjoy your country, stay here for a while before I go home. She said, what exactly am I here to do?
Oh my goodness.
At this point, everybody, because you'd always be in the queue now.
Yeah.
In the immigration.
Yeah.
So everybody had passed. So it was just me.
Oh my God.
It was just me standing there, a black guy, right? And they were just asking me. I told them, she said, okay. I say, oh, I'm here to see, because Namibia is known for their desert, coastal. I was like, here to see. And I say, I'm here to, they have a game reserve as well. I mentioned it. She was like, don't you people have elephants in your country?
Oh my.
I was like, yes, we do, but I just want to,
experience your country.
Experience your country. Yeah. She's like, wait, I'm coming. They hand over me to another person. Same question again. What are you here to do? So I had to explain again. This is what I'm here to do. Blah blah blah. What are you here to do? It just seems like when you tell them,
they're not hearing
you.
Yeah.
They just want you to say, "Oh, I'm here to run away from my country.
Or I came here with drugs."
Yeah, something like that. So at that point, I was like, listen, if these people decide to send me back home, what would pain me is not because they're sending me back home. I had done 4 hours flight from Windhoek to Ethiopia to Addis, and then another 5 hours from Addis to Lagos. So I was like, going through that again is going to be crazy for me. And then I think I now told her, oh, okay. Like when I saw that the intensity was heating up, they were asking me like, how much cash do you have? How much money do you have?
Really?
Yeah. Even got to the point where she said, I told her I have $1,000 with me. She said I should open my phone and show her the withdrawal for that 1,000. Right? I should show her the withdrawal for that $1,000. And I opened it. I showed her. She said, okay. I should count the money in front of her. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a $100 note. Then what do I do? What do you do for a living? Then that's when I started explaining that I'm a creator. What's my name? She went online, she searched. And then I think when she searched my name, she saw some of my stuff online. She said, is this you?
Yeah.
I was like, yes, it's me. She said, well, why didn't you say that you're a video guy or what?
This is
I'm like, it's not.
wild.
I don't necessarily need
Have
to
to
be
say that,
saying
yes.
that.
I
I
don't
mean,
have to
I'm
say
following
that.
due process.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me what I'm here to do, ideally, I'm here for a holiday, but I'm also trying to document my holiday for my
Right.
followers,
Yeah.
so that they can see. And I'm going to visit all these places. And she now said, she said, okay, that next time if I'm going to come, it's a work visa.
Yeah.
I'll use. I'll like because I'm making money. I was like, why would I? Why?
This is
Because
wild.
even on that plane, there
Yeah.
were other like white guys that I knew they were content creators. Like they
creators
had
as
big
well.
cameras.
Yeah.
I think they were there to like do a documentary or something. They had like big cameras.
This is wild.
And I was stopped there. When I left the airport, I cried a little bit.
Oh.
And when I was like, is this because I'm in Nigeria? Like, why? Well, you're not going to blame them because even on my return flight,
Yeah.
I saw some Nigerians that were deported. They were those ones, they were just trying to run away to the country because Namibia is a very good country.
Yeah.
They are trying their best. They're small. The country is almost bigger than Nigeria, but they only have like 3 million people living in there. It's like a lot of European people love traveling there.
So Namibia, yeah.
So that was like the first biggest aha moment. I was like, okay, expect this, more of this. So every time now I'm going to immigration, I'm already on like defense mode.
Yeah.
Bring whatever you are to me, I'll try and defend myself, right? But yeah, I mean, it's getting slightly easier. I think the second one was Mauritius.
Okay.
When I was going into Mauritius as well, the immigration guy was like, "What are you here?" Like with them, I'm like, how would this even be like? I just approached you.
Yeah, you don't even know anything about
I was
it
like,
yet.
"What are you here to do? Are you here alone? Did you fly business?" Just fly, like asking me questions. But then I already knew. I was like, okay, I'll just try to tell them exactly what I'm doing, show them my channel. So when they see that, oftentimes they'll be like, okay. I think once they know that you're a known person, they don't want to treat you too badly, so that But anyway, I still posted about it. The video has 500,000 views.
No, because it's wild because we are still in this same Africa.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm going to say it's not 100% their fault.
Right.
Sometimes Nigerians cause these things
No, our
as well,
is
and also
terrible.
African Union. We're not really united.
We're not united at all.
Yes. So that was, and then I've been arrested that was not like really arrest, but we're stopped by police in Ghana. They were like, we don't trust Nigeria. The guy told us to our face, we don't trust Nigerians. People come here and do shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think Tayo has had worse experience. Also, like Maya as well. With Maya, he has had like terrible experience. But I know there's still more experiences for me that I'm expecting to face. So at this point, when I'm reaching the immigration, I think for every other Nigerian traveling with Nigerian passport, like when you're going to just make sure you've done your research, you have everything that they want you to have. Your return ticket, your accommodation, cash at hand, and you as well have like a work ID or something to show like, oh, you have work back home, or probably if you have family or whatever, show them your wife picture or something, because they're also like trying to protect their countries and stuff like that. So
very true. How do you deal with criticism from people online now that you're famous?
Criticism. The way you're saying I'm famous.
No, you are. You are famous. You are Stephen Ndukwu.
Criticism, I mean, it's always I've built up. Even when we're in YouTube class, one time they were saying, "Oh, we should submit our channel so that they can help monitor the comments for us." I'm like, see, I have thick skin. Like, what are you going to tell me that I don't know? Oh, I have Nigerian accent, like some German guy. I don't even know where he's from. It's like, I like this video, but the only thing I don't like is the voice of the person.
What?
Yeah, I think Tayo as well has had like issues where they were like, his accent is not nice. Yeah. I mean, that's how we speak here. We're Nigerians,
Can't
right?
change that.
Yeah. So it comes. You just have to develop thick skin, because part of putting yourself out there, you have to be open to criticism. True. It's going to come regardless. True. But then, if you don't want to be criticized, then stay at home and not do anything. Everybody who is doing great work out there, there are a lot of people to. There's this guy. He said, it's only a poor person that can tell a rich man how to use his money. You understand? So when, like, one time that Jeff Bezos bought a new yacht.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, why are you spending? Is it your money?
Is it your money?
Do you know how hard this guy has worked?
Well, it's true.
You don't even have up to $1 million in your account. You are there advising a multi. Or when Elon Musk bought Twitter, people were like, "Oh, that was a bad." This guy has track record of turning dead companies
around,
to
for real.
So
For real.
he can make anything and justify. Allow him. That's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
He's one of the richest in the world.
Yeah.
So what do you know about money that you want to tell Elon Musk that he doesn't know? You're like, oh, that was a bad acquisition. So people are always going to have comments.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
how to do stuff. That is, but I want to know how you blend or.
I just ignore it.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I just ignore.
But how do you manage walking on the streets and people recognizing you now?
I mean, you cannot just do shit like that, and you can't like do naughty things anymore.
Now that you're a public figure, that's
just a few.
Yeah.
I'm not as big. Maybe you ask me this question like in 3 years time. But yeah, like a few people will recognize, oh, like, are you Stephen? But I know a lot of people will be like, are you Stephen? I'm like, are you the person? And then they'll have to go and put my ID and show me, is this you?
Right.
I'm like, don't I look like me? Right? They'll be like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, it's me, in London. Even, I was like in one small town, man, where was that? Leeds in the UK. And someone was recognized me. He's a Nigerian guy from the north, but he lives there. I was like, okay interesting. But it's just interesting.
What's next for Stephen Ndukwu?
What is next? I want to make like mad documentaries. Hopefully they make it to Netflix. I don't know, but I want to make very nice videos.
Yeah.
And I want to go into like a lot of faceless channels.
No, you mentioned this.
Yeah, I want to
camera,
see.
yeah.
If you're watching this video, you want to be a creator. You don't need to point the camera at yourself. All right. There are faceless channels right now, or you can even have an idea. Let's say I have an idea and I know that you are good on camera. I will come and partner with you. You say, well, okay, I have ideas.
Yeah.
You are good on camera.
Be the face,
Let's partner. You be the face. I be the business person, feeding you with ideas, and then two of us profit together. So there are so many ways to become a creator in this day and age. The problem is we are not researching, right? We're not researching. An average person just wants to sit down, watch TV. Do you know, anytime I open Netflix, I'm like, listen, for every 1 hour I sit down to watch a movie, I'm empowering somebody's dream.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
This director that shot this movie, his dream is to keep you on the couch to watch his movie for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So fine, you need entertainment. Then how about your own dreams? Like how about your own thing? So if you have dedicated 1 hour of your life to somebody building his dream to Netflix, they've collected their own $15 from you. How about yours?
So you're saying as much as you consume, you should also create.
Yeah, you should create your own, right? Find an even balance. I mean, there are some movies that are very educational, that would teach you a lot of things. But I mean, people need to research. So I was saying that to just make reference as to people. You need to research if you want to do something. There is not always like one way to do that thing. There are several ways.
Yeah.
There are creators. Listen, let me show you this photo. There are creators that own. So there's a documentary that I did about the skit making industry. So it's like I investigated the skit making industry. I've not posted. I've been shooting that. The problem is getting all those people together. It's crazy.
I just remembered one question. So why you look for this? How long does it take between coming up with the idea of a video, shooting, post-production, and it's coming up on YouTube?
So I know, like, start to finish, post-production can take me a week.
Okay. Wow.
But shooting, it all depends.
Okay.
Is it my location? Shooting is not some, but I can tell you for editing, the post-production one can take
a week.
Can take at least a week.
So a lot of the work is in editing.
Yeah, because that's where you put all the stories together. That's where you make everything make sense, right? Because then you are just hopping from one place to another.
Right.
Do you know this guy?
Yes.
Sabailo.
Yeah.
So all those are faceless channels.
Oh my goodness.
So
the gold play button as well.
The gold plays is main one, but all those other silver ones, those are faceless channels. He owns faceless channels. Wow. So I'm like, if you're a creator out there, listen. I know a friend that is running one of the biggest faceless channel in Nigeria. He doesn't like to put his face out there, but all he does is idea. And how do you get ideas? You get ideas from watching, from seeing.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't make intentional efforts to like feed yourself, feed yourself, you know, it's only a matter of time that your mind will start reproducing what you have been feeding yourself with, right? So find out so many other ways you can be a creator, whether it be faceless channels, whether it be collaborating, or whether it be you yourself putting yourself out there as a creator is the hardest because you're fighting two demons now, right? But if you even do a faceless, what's really nice about faceless channels is you can sell the channel. So probably, like it's a big business. There's even a website that you can go and buy channels.
Really? So you don't have to start from
Yeah,
scratch.
so you go there. There are channels of like 1,000. But I'm like, I don't really like. I just like to build from scratch because then I don't even know what the audience were. Probably the channel is about, maybe it was about Iceland, and you are here in Nigeria making waiting concern Iceland person to Nigeria. So it's okay. Just create your own. But what I'm just saying is there are so many ways to do it. Right? You have to learn. Follow creators. Follow them on Instagram. Just see beyond the content that they post online. I was with Mackenzie.
Yeah.
I feel that like that my documentary will be very
when is it coming?
This was my conversation with Max. So him is like, yo, these guys are thinking like way ahead of people.
Yeah.
You know? But the thing is, if you don't know, you don't know. So just research, follow these creators, try to reason, like look at the business behind what they're doing. That's if you want to become a creator. You can follow me. You can join. You can just follow me. I think when my course is ready, I'm gonna start posting about it.
No, I've even learned a lot from watching your videos, Tayo's videos, and
so what you will learn is the information I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn
the craft making,
the craftsmanship. I'm not going to make a video teaching you about how to become a content creator.
Yeah.
But I can make a course to tell you to go and get.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make a video about it. So what you'd watch is the story
Yeah.
that I'm trying to pass across.
to you.
Yeah.
How do you think about collaboration with other creators?
I mean, that's one of the fastest way if you want to grow, right? Mr. Beast like keeps collaborating, even as big as he is, he still collaborates. So, Kaisinet and what's his name? Speed.
yeah.
They are always collaborating, always making videos. KSI and Logan Paul, like so. Collaboration is one of the quickest way. But you know, if you're a smaller creator trying to collaborate with it's a bit tricky. You need to get someone that will introduce you to the person. The person has to. So before you even start thinking about collaboration, you look at your own work. Does your work look like something that a bigger person can want to come and jump on?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people say they were rejected. They were rejected because probably the person has gone and looked at your work. Maybe you are not there yet.
Yeah.
You know? So you do some hard work first. Make some videos so that when you're trying to reach out, but I've collaborated with quite a number of creators. But the thing is that they're not like so many travel creators at my level. There are just a few in Africa.
Exactly.
Exactly. But yeah, the Barbados video I did, I was in Barbados. I shot with Maya as well. So yeah.
This still on collaboration.
Yeah.
Do you think it makes sense for you to collab with people in different niches?
You can collaborate with them in different niches, but you have to synchronize them into your niche. Let me see if I can give you an example. For example, okay. So for example, there's this girl called Ife's Kitchen. I don't know if you know her. You know Ife's Kitchen. Yeah. So she does a lot of collaboration. So I think one of her collaborations, she brought this Ashakan. What's his name? Is it Ashakan?
Yeah, it's Ashakan. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ashakan is known for doing giveaways. Yeah. So she was like, okay, she was going to cook and give it to him to go and give away. So that's collaboration. Yeah. Right?
You just have to be very creative.
You have to be. Everything is creativity. You have to be creative on how to. I can collaborate with anybody, but I just need to. Yeah, you need to sit down and like for every successful content that you see out there, like there are hours of hard work that goes into like crafting out that idea, right? Videos don't just go viral. They don't just like there's nothing like luck. Yeah, because if you go in deeper and look at that content, you see a lot of things that people don't know.
Yeah, technicalities. That is wild because you see, I mean, during the lockdown, we saw a lot of creators blow up because everyone was on their phone, right? And videos that typically you wouldn't really interact with, they blew up
Yeah.
because maybe it was targeting or it was funny, either funny or it was trending.
Yeah.
Some people jump on like trending topics. So are you saying that is ticking all of these boxes that
Bro,
increases your
when
chances?
if you look at that video
Yeah.
that you say blew up out of luck,
Yeah.
if you look at it, you're going to see some things that a lot of people don't integrate in their videos. I know that 100%. Maybe on TikTok, yeah, some videos, but you see YouTube,
You
forget
have
it.
to take
Like,
your work.
yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, you might integrate those elements and make a successful video,
Right.
but you don't know that you have yeah, you don't know. You're just like, oh, we did a video and it got 1 million views. So if you and your team sit down to look, why did this video go?
Yeah.
You start looking at the analytics. You would discover that there's some things that you did
Yeah.
that made that video go wild.
Okay, as we wound up, let's talk about CPMs. I know that how much you earn per 1,000 views depends on the niche you're in.
Yeah.
Can you just shed more light on that?
So CPM is cost per mile.
Yeah.
And that is what advertisers pay YouTube, and then RPM is revenue per mile. That's what YouTube would share with you. So YouTube has a 55-45 sharing ratio where they give the creator 55%, take 45%. So yeah, that's the sharing model.
Yeah.
So there's several things that affect how much you get.
Yeah.
The first thing is how long is the video, right? Because the longer the video, the more ads that can be shown to people. So that's why recently, go and look at some of the biggest creators. You're going to see they're now pushing 35 minutes, 40-minute videos, longer videos, because so that's why, I don't know if you know this pop the balloon lady on YouTube. That
Yeah, I know her.
she's making serious money.
Wow.
Yeah, so you see now she's posting even 3 hours long video. If you go and so I'm like, if you're not a creator, you won't know. You just say, oh, she just posted a video, let me go and watch, right? Wow. So she can make a lot of money. So the longer the video, which means more ads can be placed, which means you have a higher chance. That's one. Another is location.
Yeah.
If you have American audiences, UK, all of the EU, I don't know, some way, somehow, the Western world just has better RPM. The country with the worst in Africa, South Africa and Kenya. I don't know, but Kenya is bad.
Wow.
So bad, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, the location of your
Viewers,
this thing contributes, and also what the video is about.
Oh, really?
Yes, what the video is about. That's the last.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I'm gonna say. What the video is about. I don't know. After speaking to some of my friends that do tech videos, I don't know, tech was somehow lower than travel. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, but I mean, just leave the last part. Focus on the first two, which is make longer videos.
Yeah.
If you make longer videos and try to don't speak your native language. Let me put it that way. Don't speak your native language. Don't speak Pidgin, because the international audience don't understand that. Even if you even speak French, it's understandable.
Okay.
Right? Because there are a lot more countries that speak French. Because when you speak all those languages, you are limiting the kind of people that can understand what you're saying.
Very true.
Right? So make sure you try to communicate in clear English, or you speak French, you're speaking Portuguese, But I mean, English is the biggest language in the world.
True.
So then don't focus on the last part. Just focus on making long videos and targeting the Western side, the Western countries. Yeah, you're gonna get good RPM.
I feel like if you have so much to share, it's just unfortunate that we have to end.
Yeah, so you guys just follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Just be looking. I'm still shooting my academy. I feel it's gonna be very educative. It's going to teach people a lot. And also, I'm also writing a book called The Creator Economy, where I get to demystify what the creator economy is, talk about the evolution, and then also how you too can also tap into this economy, because we have a deficit and we need more creators. We cannot have surplus, actually. Yeah. because
Ah.
yeah, so we need more creators. So you follow me. I would post it somewhere. I don't know when it's going to be ready, but
Yeah.
yeah, just follow me on Instagram or something.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us,
Yeah.
Stephen, on this video.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing, amazing. Guys, please follow Stephen across all social media platforms so that you are updated when his book comes out and his academy as well. But anyways, that's been it on this week's episode. I'm your host, Kemishi Samuel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace.
Fantastic. Thanks.